Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. This pick a card came through or felt by me this morning for the lovers in us, our hearts, our intimate connection to ourself and to life itself. And it's interesting. There's 4 different groups, so take a moment to tune in here for a moment. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. Trust your own intuition, your own feelings, your own instincts. They may all be for you. As I was feeling the cards and selecting them, and it's just everything was coming out, or it feels like it's just so, there's so much, right? It's like it's all so connected. And as I was tuning in, I even felt, the way that the heart images here. It's like we start out so hot and passionate and loving and intimate, and it moves into a more gentle friendship. It's like there's an affinity here. There's a connection where you feel comfort in one another. And then something, ignites us, or something happens, or whatever it is. It's like this return to our true nature. So it's however we perceive it. It's just the way that it's like relationships, how we, it's learning through this journey of life. The relationship is our core, our reflection, who we surround ourselves with, who we choose to be open with. So I feel this message really pouring through for those of us that are really nurturing our intimacy, our learning about relationships, and truly attracting, aligning to true love and true reflections. And in that way, we're all doing our inner healing work. We're all benefiting. We're all understanding. And the world becomes more, it's like it's not just about the one-on-one. We see how it unfolds and how everything is felt by our love. Our love is so powerful. So when we are committed, it's like I feel like the earth, the heart, the emotions, like all of the artistic realms. So I just feel a lot of appreciation for all of you and gratitude, and I'm very grateful and honored to tune in. I'm a little bit I'm not sure, what's going to come through. I never am, and so that's the magic and beauty of these messages. So thank you all for being you and allowing me the opportunity to just affirm and strengthen and empower our own hearts and guidance, inner guidance and wisdom and understanding of each other. And those of us that really truly grasp something or understand something or have clarity in something, it's really beautiful for us to have the opportunity to share our wisdom and our gifts and our talents. So, thank you for inspiring me, and I hope truly that it inspires you to continue being you and sharing your truth and messages and art and self and all of it. So let's just get into it. I'll put timestamps in the comments section below. We'll start with group 1. I really enjoy this. I can feel so much love. So group number 1, welcome to your message. Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your heart and soul would like to share with you. Your intimacy, your intimate energy, and what is unfolding here. It's like it's so beautiful, right? I feel a lot of love. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Okay, so there is a very beautiful clarity, feeling, connection of, it's like when we love, we perceive the love, we see each other, we see ourselves. It's not about right or wrong. It's about choosing to always be in that energy of peace and balance and understanding and harmony, and seeing the person and seeing how our behaviors affect one another. Okay, it's like let's keep going. I release all blame and turn within to seek the truth. I affirm that I am willing to release the causes and patterns in my consciousness that are creating any negative conditions in my life. Okay, so this is a reflection of where you're choosing to take responsibility, for all of your behaviors, decisions, relationships in your life, and your true intimate partner or connection is reflecting that. So It's like when we're truly connected in the heart, we're aligned with our own authentic energy. And when our authentic energy is placed before us, any sort of patterns or beliefs or programs from upbringing or wounds or family conditioning or anything we picked up in school or from friends, it's like we're being shown what is truly authentic for us versus what is not. And it's allowing us to understand that love, when it's true love, we don't even have thoughts of blame or right or wrong. We automatically instill integrity in each other. We automatically remind each other because that's what love does, right? So this is really beautiful to see. It's really taking ownership and responsibility of your own energy and seeking your own truth, which allows you to always align with what is right for you. And therefore, there's no more worry or concern or thoughts of being with the wrong person or the wrong situation, right? So this is really beautiful. Third eye chakra, number 6. So 6 is the number of the lovers in the tarot. It's unconditionally loving relationships, soulmate energy, mirror reflections. It's telepathy in terms of being able to feel each other's energy, right? So because it's so resonant to your own, you have a deeper knowing of this feeling because you've experienced it yourself. So the third eye chakra, it's like a clarity between your ability to feel each other, feel each other's thoughts, feel the world around you, receive the information in terms of insight. There's a clearing going on within your own truth, being able to feel in your own mental realm what your thoughts are versus anything that is not truly aligned with you. And it's like freeing up your connection. So it's that telepathic knowing of, feeling. It's like when you're, somebody has something going on and you can feel something and then they call you and they're like, hey, something's going on. That's because there's this willingness and openness and choice to be intimate with yourself and allow yourself, your energy, to connect with those you're meant to connect to. Okay, so the communication you're receiving and feeling is your own alignment and connection to source and the environment and everything. So you're going to really begin, your consciousness is going to begin expanding footprints. So there's been some challenges, and it's been a bit of a struggle at times. It's felt at times that you were alone, that no one understood how you felt, and which was what allowed you to seek the truth within. It's been your catalyst. It's this soul guided journey where we feel so alone and we're facing all these challenges and struggles, and yet it's through those moments of despair or not knowing what to do that we turn finally within to our own soul guidance. And so you are so guided and carried and supported because of your courage and bravery to seek the truth. It's like the universe meets us halfway. The love, it's equal, it's mutual. So when we truly are in it, when we've decided, well, I'm in it, there's no going back. We are carried until we can walk again on our own, till we can truly, stand confidently and assuredly in who we are. It's like a refinement process, and your soul really shows you, the love and what it truly means to love and to feel what it feels to be loved. The dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Okay, so it's like your soul understands your pain, understands where you feel weak, understands where you have made mistakes, and reminds you that there's no mistakes. There's only lessons and growth, and you're the person that you're ultimately attracting into your life, your partner, it's like your person, your intimate people. It's allowing you all to have compassion for one another, and it's everyone gets to grow through this process. You'll feel it in your heart will feel lighthearted. You'll find out things that are a wonderful surprise or a wonderful thing. So it's going to affirm these feelings of love and affirmation, finding ourselves in a difficult place after we expected to never be in that place, and then realizing there is support. It's like things are coming to light. You're learning that you can adapt and change, and maybe something wasn't meant for you in the past, and now that you felt this love, this connection, you understand why. there was a desire to be in that relationship, and it wasn't, it wasn't right or wrong. It was simply we were learning. So there's a beautiful spiritual awakening here, like a dragonfly, just fluttering over to you out of the randomness. It's like you don't expect to see it, but it's so beautiful and magical, and it makes your heart just be like, oh, that's really cool. That's the universe, signaling to you, allowing you to see that it's got you, it sees you, it's holding you. Especially when you feel things are really challenging, that's when the universe is really carrying you, and making sure people don't bother you and trigger you. Okay, like really surrendering, like protect me, soul. When you feel it, it's okay. When it's truthful, because your intention is to discover and learn and move, expand into a greater place or feeling of security. Okay, so the desert vision quest. So this encourages us to seek solitude amongst, our own inner visions, right? We all receive visions. And if we're avoiding our own visions, if we're avoiding our own understanding, if we're judging ourselves for being right or wrong, oftentimes we feel, it's like we don't know what is true for us because we've been listening to so many other sources outside of ourselves. So right now, as you're really becoming clear in your own visions, receiving your own visions, and also being connected. When you're connected to someone intimately, you're also receiving, in a sense, your shared vision. So if they are truly meant for you, their visions will include your well-being, will include your truth, will include there will be no struggle. Okay, if there's a discord where you're not sharing the same vision, it can feel very lonely. Like, I'm feeling the desert here. So it's like together your vision, if you're both envisioning the desert, then I feel like a lot of insightful feelings come through. Like, it feels resonant. However, if that's not, it's like asking you to seek your own vision, to go on your own vision quest, to really truly align with your vision first and foremost when it comes to being with anyone in your life. Because when you're aligned to your vision, you naturally attract to you who is meant to be with you. Okay, and you're meant to be with them. So it's equal. Their visions are looking for you, just like your visions are looking for them. And when we're aligned with the vision quest, it's like our vision is unfolding before us, and our soul is giving us the little synchronicities that we're, on our path. Seek the truth, right? I release all blame and turn within to seek the truth. So if you're seeking anything in life, seek your truth. Seek the truth for you. You're going to be affirmed through nature, through synchronicity, that yes, this is the truth for you, and only you know what it is. Okay, so your soul may be nudging you to take charge of the situation by really getting serious about your own vision, like getting out a journal and jotting down what you see for your future. Do you see family? Do you see kids? Do you see vacations? Where are you vacationing? Do you see your home? What does it look like? What do you see for yourself? Not necessarily including anyone in or excluding them, but more like really aligning with your authentic just idea of lifestyle and how you feel in that lifestyle. Because it's the lifestyle, it's the attitudes, it's the consciousness that shape who you are. And there's no right or wrong. It's simply what is authentic for you. Okay, you even have Moses energy here helping you part the seas. It's like nothing can stand in your way when you choose to take charge of your own life, your own situation, and say, the love that I am aligning to is beautiful, it's passionate, it's truthful, it's calm. It's like we're both having a spiritual awakening. I have to remember that if I'm having one, my aligned, authentic people are as well. So it's like learning how to nurture ourselves through our consciousness, through facing some, truths within ourselves, and having to surrender at times, to our own soul, like, because we don't know what we're doing. And that's, relationships for you. So why am I a winner? How have I changed from thinking I'm a loser to recognizing that I always win? How do I feel when I'm a winner? So it's like together there's an energy here where maybe you felt beaten down or like just not like unsuccessful. So this is such a blessing because you both understand each other. You both support each other and remind each other that there's really no win or lose. It's either win-win or lose-lose, right? And it's not personal. It's like together you win, together you're successful, together and it's saying I'm successful, I'm a winner because I choose love, because I choose to seek the truth, because I choose to be authentic. It's not about so much winning and losing. Again, it's like you don't have to think about these thoughts anymore. You just know that you're aligned with your, understanding, overstanding. It's like expanding. It's more about expanding and aligning and allowing yourself to be in tune with your own truth, and you receive so much affirmation. So this relationship, this connection with your own reflection and reflections in the world, it's like it's showing you how connected we are. And there's a clarity here of spiritual intelligence that's really allowing you to see, it's like parting the seas for you. It's nourishing. We have water and desert here. So it's like it's like recognizing where you belong and knowing that as long as you are truly aligned with standing behind, taking action, inspired, following your soul guidance, you're always going to be held and carried, okay? It's just really beautiful. So there's deceit here, number 25. Surrender to the flow, number 44. Treasure Island, number 9. Let's look at the tarot cards here. We have Judgment, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, okay, and the 2 of Swords. And I care too much about what others think right now. Okay, so this relationship is healing some energetic disturbances of outside influence, okay? The real treasure is found within your heart, the magic, the love, the joy. The Judgment card here is really focusing on family. There may be children involved in this, and the children want to see both parents happy, healing, loving each other, They know that we're guided. They know that the angels, the universe, our spirit team, our greater self, our higher self, our earth energies, all of it. It's like we are all benevolent. We are all love. We are all also human and beastly. And, that's why we have the guidance, just to simply be there to remind us. It's not about right or wrong. We're all human. We're all heathens. We're all lovers. We're all sinners. We're all saviors. We're all of these things. We really are. And so that's why we have inner guidance. That's why we have divination. That's why we have, people in our lives that care so much. And sometimes we realize that, caring too much about what others think can be detrimental. It can really harm our own relationships. It brings in this energy of deceit and thinking, someone knows your truth better than you do. And it's about recognizing that there is a natural way. There is a way that we're all guided. And it's not so much about winning and losing or making things happen as much as it is about aligning energetically to the physical reality. We are human beings, and we could never live like an angel necessarily, in terms of like they're in, we see them as invisible. We are the angels. We are constantly manifesting the unseen reality into the seen, and the unseen reality to me is where we receive our creativity. It can never be like a painting. It is what it is. It is beautiful as it is. Even comparing a painting of a tree or taking a picture, and saying it's more beautiful than the actual tree itself is like so crazy to me, right? Because it's like there's like this realization, especially within what we call like the twin flame community, or the those of us that are lovers and truly seeking out understanding of our relationships, because we recognize that the core of everything is our relationship. It first starts with a mom and dad in love, in passion, and then here comes the baby, right? The family. And now we all desire family and home and to feel like we belong. And so it's like there's this decision here for you that's, got you a little bit up in your head where you feel like you can't see all of the answers. You're not quite sure why the answers aren't coming or why it's not so clear. However, this is a slow and steady process of truly anchoring, building, supporting something, nurturing something, investing into something, wanting to go the distance with something forever, right? So this relationship, it's like we're not going to just jump into a relationship and date and hope. It's like you can feel your soul's guiding you. There's no need to go out and date or, tell your friends or anybody what you're up to. Like, this is about knowing that your soul is already guiding you. And when you're meant to share yourself and express yourself, you're going to be guided towards those people or sources that allow you to do that in a very contained, it's like a safe container, a place where you feel energetically supported. So you're learning right now. It's like you need to surrender to the flow. Number 44, it's your foundational energy, and this feels like a twin flame energy. It's mirroring each other. You're both mirroring each other. So if you were speaking to your twin flame or your romantic partner as if they were you and experiencing, like, how would you support them? What advice would you offer them? How would you reassure them? If you were experiencing what they were, or knowing what you're experiencing, how would you like to receive support? What would feel good? If you were sitting next to someone, how would they make you feel better? What if you were sharing your issues or your dreams, if you were sharing just your problems, like, would there be like, like, if you imagine your person, what are you doing? Are you loving each other? Are you, holding hands? Are you having coffee? So it's like there's no problems, right? When you're with the right person, it's just you're automatically dreaming. You're automatically wanting to hold each other or hold hands or see each other, and yet you're still able to just be yourself and focus on your dreams and your work and your artistic endeavors. And so it's like there's this energy that's releasing you and freeing you both from deceit and caring so much what other people who don't care about your well-being think. It's like you need to care about each other's well-being and care more about each other than about what everyone else thinks, because judgments and all of that, the true judgment comes from our own soul, our own authentic alignment. When we are no longer fearing judgment of others, we are truly free to embrace our authentic self, be who we are. And this is what I see happening for you. There's this recognition of choosing to really, truly, authentically align without needing to tell anyone. It's like there's this energy of that you're releasing because you recognize you don't have to share it because it's just your truth. Whether someone needs to know or not, or you tell someone or not, it's still your truth, right? So there's this awareness here. Treasure Island, number 9. It's like you've discovered the treasure, the true love within. You're really you're being supported in time to focus on your finances, your gifts, your talents, like how you can merge your own physical visions into making money or income for your future, your legacy, so you can support your family. And you're really being asked to focus on being responsible for the details in your life, dedicating and being committed to going the distance, to crossing the finish line, to really, how do you feel when you're a winner? You're a winner when you stay true to your own commitments, right? Every day investing in your income, your business, your opportunities, your legacy, your physical foundation, and being, it's like this is your priority. This is why you have it's like you can wear the armor. However, you're there's nothing to fear. There's no one here. It's open. It's clear. It's you feel the energy. You feel supported. Even in your armor, it gives you more confidence. The horse, the big black horse, and the red passion. You have all of these qualities, and they're being reserved for. It's like you're being reassured every step of the way. And as lovers, we are very strong. We are very capable. We are the ones who stand up and do what needs to be done. And so it's beautiful because you're really, really being supported and encouraged to allow yourself to simply align with your truth, seek your truth, and these energies of deceit and gossip and caring what other people think, it's like you're learning how to communicate with your own self and honor your own self by recognizing where you're attracting that energy into your life, so that you no longer are attracting it in any way, shape, or form. So it's like surrender to the flow. This ladybug's on a leaf. It has nowhere to go. There's nowhere it can go. It has to surrender to this flow and hope to goodness sakes that it's not going to fly off anywhere, that it's going to carry it somewhere that it's meant to be, right? And it's there's purity here. The ladybug's done nothing wrong. The ladybug just happened to be on this leaf and it floated into outer space, right? So it's like moving you where you need to be, right? It's carrying you where you need to be, and you may not even recognize it completely consciously, and others may not see it. However, there's here the number 25 instead of a 7. Isn't that beautiful? Because it's like you're recognizing the power of co-creation with yourself, with your authenticity, with a special, special someone, beautiful, special someone. And you're both going through the change together here with the number 5. It's like up to the 6, it's healing. It's like there's a lot of beautiful growth in humanity, all because of your love. So, vision, it's like there's something here too with recognizing maybe where your own visions were led astray and how you can return. And so there's an energy here of going slow. Take your time. When you feel like you can't, when the thoughts, it's like the right thoughts are not being felt, or it's like you're blind, your heart's closed, it's nighttime, there's no one around, the face is turned, it's like until we have a moment of clarity. And really it's like recognizing that the more involved you are in your own physical foundation, whatever improves your well-being, creating money is really what it feels like. That's going to bring a lot of relief to your entire well-being. It's going to allow you to focus more on your life and being together and creating together and all of these things. So you can feel it that way. You're both creating together. You're both contributing to your legacy. And this is for the long haul. This is forever. This is something that will always be with you. This is a gift from your own soul, from the universe, learning how to co-create and cooperate with the elements and how to work with the elements. And they feel, it's like they feel. I know I speak to them like they're they. It's difficult for me to explain, but it's like everything that we interact with is us, So the physical reality is us in a sense, in terms of our energetic resonance with it. We're either nurturing the environment and connecting with it and receiving it and feeling it, or we're controlling or manipulating it in some way without really thinking about the consequences. So this is not something you have to think about. This is more of a feeling. It's all physical. Your body responds, you feel it. There's no need to think, So caring what others think too much is hurtful to the relationship and harmful to all of us, because the thoughts aren't based on the truth, and they're not walking in your shoes. They're not feeling what your body's feeling. They're not feeling your truth or your soul. So to give anyone power over what you feel to be true is the lesson here, and it is what is empowering you. It is the catalyst to really bonding you in this intimate connection. It's really, really, it's like once you have that clarity and that all of that, there's no going back. You're solid. You're in it. The distance is effortless. It's just there's gratitude. You can relax. You can enjoy your life and just flow. Treasure Island. It's slow and steady. And look at this. Is even a turtle in the ocean. Carrying this treasure chest with love and stars and sparkles. And it's the number 9. It's like the turtle's going to reach the shore soon, and instead of going out and searching for it, maybe the turtle went out and searched for the treasure and now it's bringing it back to shore. There's a lot happening behind the scenes here, a lot of healing, a lot of spiritual growth, a lot of awareness, and taking responsibility and ownership and charge of your own situation, your own life, which brings so much contentment no matter what you're doing, right? So congratulations. Thank you for being you, for being a true lover and co-creator, and allowing us to enjoy in your own beauty and what you create. And, because when you're feeling in alignment with yourself, regardless of how everyone outside of you is. You are the beneficial. You are the one who is, creating the love in the world and empowering it no matter what. So thank you, and stay strong and keep being you, and, releasing blaming, yourself, right? It's like we turn within, we love ourselves. Therefore, we're able to truly be loved by, our world. So all the wonderfulness. So surrender to the flow, and just becoming aware. Well, that in itself allows us to feel the strength and continue onward. And your slow and steady pace, it's like taking charge of the situation means you just relax. You focus on the physical reality. You do a few things every day to maintain your responsibility to your finances. It's like just being aware of your bank account and where your bills are at, and all of that. Being really responsible to your own well-being and your own foundation. Okay. Being mindful and all of that, because that's what you are together. It's knowing that as you're feeling that, it's solidifying, right? As you're feeling the responsibility, as you're feeling the time afforded to focus on your own life and well-being, that you're aligned, that it's all being guided. So that in itself is affirmation. Okay. Winner that you are. We're all winners. When I'm successful, you're successful, and when you're successful, I'm successful. So this is really beautiful. Thank you for being you and being such a powerful, loving, wonderful soul and heart and being. I'm truly so grateful and honored to deliver these messages for all of you. So thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos, and for connecting with me on social media. I truly enjoy it, and my Patreon page as well. And all of you guys, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in with me. I look forward every time to every message that comes through. So until then, take very good care of you, yourself, your loved ones, and I will see you soon. All my infinite love. As always, peace. Hello, group number 2. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you for tuning in. So let's see what message wants to come through from the energy of love for the lover in you. I feel a lot of just sweet intimacy, snuggles and cuddles, just feeling comforted, feeling grateful that there's someone to just relax with for a moment. It's like both people are aware that life's challenging at times, and you're grateful to have one another to just remind each other, feel the reminder of love, and it allows you to just remain focused on staying strong in art and what you're creating. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So there's an energy surrounding you both, igniting some laughter, and it's a person we truly feel that deep, intimate connection with. It's just laughing is effortless, right? And especially when times are tough, it's like we can laugh at each other, we can break up the tension with our laughter and our snuggles, and like, okay, you're being whatever, but you're being whatever, and you still love each other even more, right? So that's really beautiful. I say yes to opportunity and abundance. It's like when you have that, you can resolve anything, right? You can say yes to opportunities and abundance. There's no fear when it comes to attracting prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. So this is beautiful. You're both, you're in tune with each other. You're on the same page. It's like there's an excitement when there's new opportunities. You know that you're growing together. You know that it's, if one is offered something, it's beneficial. You're both in this energy of benefiting, well-being, nurturing art, color, each other's own expression. There's no restriction when it's like there's trust, there's opportunity, there's abundance, and you both trust your own soul guidance. So whatever it is that is unfolding for you or flowing in that you're saying yes to, you already know that it's in alignment with the other, and vice versa. So this is really beautiful, which allows you to really enjoy this playfulness together, and you may be experiencing some challenges as you say yes to opportunities and abundance. So it's like I feel there's a message here of just reminding yourself of who you really are together, because there will always be challenges in life, and it's, saying yes together through the challenges, that is what allows you to, it's like, even if you were to let go of something or something didn't pan out, you know together that there was because there's something better. You both have this really positive mindset together, and you enhance it together, right? So your laughter together, what you create together reminds you of that in itself. So it's really beautiful. Balance, look at this. Temperance, I love how it's the man and woman. This is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland deck, and I love this deck because it's truly rooted in our own authentic, personal, intimate twin flame journey, which, it's like really learning how to love ourselves first authentically, and recognizing how we attract our authentic mirrors, our partners, our people, right, and our world. And it's just all so beautiful. Look at this balance. Number 14. I feel there's new beginnings here, new opportunities, and your foundational support, right? So it's whatever this is, it just brings so much more ease and foundational support, balance, harmony, and you're both contributing in such a way that it feels like you're just this power team. Look at you. It's like you're one person in two bodies. So it's really cool. I love too. It's like pink and blue and heart and air, and it's just, there's so much incorporated here. It's like together your brains and your hearts formulate these amazing ideas that no one else can formulate together. Even this the way it's like appearing foundational. It's like there's such a beauty here. You are both so supported. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's keep going here. Dice, gamble. Look at that. It may have felt like a bit of a gamble. Roll the dice, right? But you guys are in this together. It's like you're willing to, if something doesn't work out, you're not going to leave each other behind, right? And so it's like, in that knowing, everything is going to work out in your favor. Okay, so this is like, you both know that if something feels risky or it's not right, you don't even have to have a conversation about it, right? You just know, you're like, you can look at each other. So there's trust in the growth, and that's, I think, what really is being felt here more than it's just affirming your own trust for one another, strengthening the foundation. You are both on the same page when it comes to how to invest, into your future together. So beautiful. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Okay, so with this amazing connection that you both share together, it's really holding space for one another, the sacredness of this relationship, and being mindful that there are opportunities out there that feel like they're supposed to be, it's like really aligning with what's true for you. Lightning bolts can mean sudden change, shocking news, and it's just knowing that you're in it together, no matter what. There's this, it's like, if there were any fears, they're being seen in the most positive ways. Okay, there could be a sudden shocking change here or a surprise. So just, it's like really getting in tune with your feelings here. Music, harmony. This is something that's very harmonious. It's just, it's manifested. It's a blessing. It's a gift. Okay. Excuse me. Come out of the closet. Amaterasu. You could be a power couple getting ready to, really make yourselves known and seen in a public way, on a social media platform, a public platform. People maybe become aware of who you are through this opportunity. So it's like knowing that you are harmonious together, that you're creating, this beautiful energy of artistic flow and art and harmony and balance, and it's enjoyed. It's enjoyable by others. It's felt, it's healing. Okay. How do I feel when I am spiritual? Why am I spiritual? How have I changed from ignoring my spiritual hunger to discovering my spirit? Okay, because this is so much more than just a relationship. Like it's everything, it's together. You are both, it's like you're blessed, you're brought together to create something bigger than yourselves. And so you're both encouraging each other, supporting each other through any fears of being seen for who you are, being your authentic self. It may have been a shock, to see each other. You may have discovered things about yourselves that you weren't aware of. However, there's this energy of, loving each other deeper, choosing to love the wounds, the pains, and how we overcame them, choosing to love our courage and our bravery, for choosing to stay aligned, for choosing to be more in tune with our spiritual side. It's opened us up on the spiritual journey. We're no longer ignoring our spiritual hunger or our thirst. It's like there's this discovery of our journey and how it's expanding and how we're sharing it with others, of love, like resonancy, like life visions. And there may be some releasing here of gambling addictions, or feeling like, we have to win a bunch of money to make it happen. It's more of a flow of recognizing that you are the creators and you are the conduits and the vessels that are aligned. It's like the magician bringing the energy, and temperance here is balance and patience. You taking your time and really solidifying together your vision, your plan before moving forward. Saying yes. Do you want it to be that yes, we are doing this, and not just a yes? Like, it needs to be a lightning bolt yes. And if you've said yes to something that's not truly right for you, like if it was rooted in, energies that were just like get rich quick schemes or something, there may be, some sort of energy there where it was a lesson. Maybe you said no to it, and things, it made you feel shied away from coming out of the closet. Maybe you said yes to love instead of the, it's like whatever this is to you, there's something here where you're being reassured through your own spiritual journey and awakening. There's a very clear understanding, knowing, understanding over. It's like you just know. I want to say the word knowing because it's like music. You feel it. Whereas like rolling the dice, it's like you have to trust, right? You have to you're betting on something. Your intention is to win always. However, it's not always the case, right? So this is like really trusting your intuition, what you feel. This is trusting your yeses to all of the opportunities in your life, knowing that life is abundant. You are abundant. Together you are abundance. It's like this spiritual connection. There's music, there's harmony. So there's a little indecision here. And maybe some patience is being called for because this is a new beginning, a new foundational energy. It's like when we are in indecision here with the number 8, it really calls upon our inner strength, our inner spiritual wisdom and guidance, our own connection to what is harmonious for us. I feel something here with gambling, and it's like something to do with finances and having the life of your dreams. Okay, so when we're at a place of indecision, it's like there's two different points of view. Maybe one of you feels this way is the correct way, and one of you feels this way is the correct way. So like there's a merging here of balance, of you both bringing your ideas together, having a discussion, or just feeling into. It's like you're really being guided to tune into playfulness, the energy of what truly feels enjoyable to live. Because we may have a lot of money, something may be great, but if our relationship, if we're not feeling that playful energy, if we're not laughing, if we're not playing music or enjoying it, then there's, this is where we need to become aware of how, we affect each other, how we impact each other. Are we on the same page? Are we together? Do we share the same sort of spirit? Are we feeding our spiritual discovery and expansion together, or are we, moving towards, are we going down separate paths? So it's like, I feel like someone's here, you the one watching, right? It's like, really tuning into your strength, your courage, your clarity, calling on your angels, your spirit team, asking for patience, asking to truly be your authentic self, asking to be able to say yes to opportunities. And maybe you feel a bit of a shock here. Maybe this was a shock, maybe you felt that you would be on the same page. Okay, so stay strong. Number 43. Okay, so I can feel it. And there's a lot of green energy here. Again, something with money. Okay, so I feel like this is rooted in finances, how you make money, how you receive money, what your ideas and conditions are around money, how you support your family together, how you find balance and harmony through discussing finances, or how you make money together. Because whatever we're tuned into affects our family, affects the intimate ones that we're around and surround ourselves with, especially our partner. They are our twin flame. They are a romantic partner. You are in it together as one person. What he does affects her, and what she does affects him, as if they are the same person. So he would never do anything to put her in a situation that would make himself, like he wouldn't make himself feel uncomfortable. So he would never, she's included in on that. And same for her. She would never put herself in a situation to harm herself or make herself look bad or hurt or anything. And she would never allow that to happen to him. So there's this energy here of really coming together, looking together. It's like they're not even looking at each other in this card. It's like they're both looking forward towards the same vision, and it takes patience. It's alchemy. It's two energetic bodies, frequencies, emotional journeys. Everyone's had their own journey. So it's learning how to understand each other, how to cooperate, sharing your how you perceive life, how you handle life, how you cope with things, and you do that through your own actions, right? Your own choice to harmonize your own world. So it's, to me, I feel like there's this energy here of feeling a lot, and yet you feel the playfulness, you feel the youth, you feel the artistic, the energy, and yet it's opening you both up to this spiritual journey that's maybe become more than you ever imagined, right? It's really encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone, which is truly stepping into your own authenticity, your own beautiful life. So your soul is really asking you to stay strong. It's the number 43, which is also a 7. So you've got, but it's the 4 and the 3. So this is about focusing on your foundation, what's truly important to you, what truly makes you feel good, both of you. And it's the 3, it's co-creation. It's understanding that it's not just the two of you. It's about the two of you and, who you surround yourself with, how you're co-creating with nature, the environment, others in your life, who you're making money with, who you're doing projects with, your friends, your family. It should all feel harmonious. So it's nothing to fear. It's more so tuning into the energy of harmony, tuning into the energy of strength and authenticity and patience, and then allowing the insight to come through, because dice, gamble, it's like that is more of a spontaneous, quick, sort of either, if it's not for pleasure, it's a risk, right? So TikTok, I feel there's time restraints here. There's the clock is ticking. There again, the number 30, you have infinite potential and possibilities and co-creation here with you. You're able to focus on what you truly want to live and create together when you're on the same page. When you're feeling that discord or there's, disruption in there's no more harmonic flow. You're not hearing, you're not feeling each other. You're not feeling the playfulness. It returns us to this energy of focusing on the clock and feeling restraints. And, so there's something here with money, okay? And it's being shown for a reason. I may read this card in a moment. Let me pull the tarot here. The Hanged Man, the King of Wands, okay? The 9 of Swords, and the High Priestess. There are still so many unsaid things between us, okay? So there's a discussion, that you need to have honestly with yourself first and foremost. Let me read. I want to look at what the message says here for TikTok. So TikTok, it's like you guys are being encouraged to really truly embody the freedom that you feel with one another and allow yourself to see and feel beyond TikTok, beyond time. So I'm going to read this message. Timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. And it says, love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give it, and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in the perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know love is always right on time? And the prosperity message says your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in the divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing, stay positive, and make a commitment to remain in high vibration thoughts and feelings. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you will align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all, like magic. So what's all the fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. Okay? So here I'm feeling there is, some understanding. It's like you're being shown how thoughts versus feeling, intuition, your visions are felt. Leadership qualities, what it truly means to be committed to spirit, to your own divine self, to divine timing, which means you're allowing your soul to guide you. There's no you needing to think. It's all of these human thoughts and restrictions and limiting beliefs that we feel, it's like keeping us up at night. It's nightmares. And here we have, we think this is our truth, but these are all of our own swords, really. This is our own demons, and it's our projections into the fear, feeding our lack and limitation instead of truly aligning with our intuition. I know because I've been here, right? So this is a part of our journey as lovers, and it's so much bigger than we realize. And that's why a lot of us turn to spiritual practices and understanding our intuition and our instincts. And excuse me, you guys, hold on one moment. Gals and guys, lovers, beautiful heart and souls. It's like when you look at these women playing in harmony, they each are tuned into their own musical, talented energy, and they love it. They do it because it makes them feel good. It brings their body healing and joy and relief, and they don't have to think. They can just play and feel the energy of love, feel the energy of life. And together, what they create is a mystery, right? It's the magic of love, that what they create together is spiritually guided, divinely guided between the two of them. These two people coming together. If she were to come together with, him, it may not, you wouldn't have the same feeling, right? You wouldn't have the same creative energy between the two, and this. So it's like seeing yourself, feeling your own, are you your own best friend? There's a lot of that's bringing up for both of you, and it's aligning you though in such a beautiful way to become these amazing visionary creators sustained by your inspiration. And I feel like the masculine energy here is really being encouraged to shine, to come out of the closet, to be the masculine leader that he is, to, it's like burn away any sort of fears, thoughts, invisible thoughts, really trust his own divine inner wisdom. So it's like the feminine energy of receiving, the masculine energy of, physical action in terms of leadership qualities. He's receiving a vision here in this, and yet he's like in this card. I hope I'm not offending anyone, but it's like he's staring at this woman. She's like a vixen or a siren or a heroine, or it's like it's almost feels like he's not focused on what he should be. Okay, like that's where this energy is coming from, and it's not to be. It's more for awareness in terms of the playfulness. When it's just what I'm feeling, you guys. So stay strong. If you're watching this, stay strong, because there are so many things that have been left unsaid, and that's where this Nine of Wands energy is coming from. And I really feel that, you know, it's like it's it needs to be addressed. You know, the masculine energy needs to be held responsible and accountable for his own behavior just as much as the feminine. This is a team, this is a unit, this is a lover's partnership where both people have committed to something. And this, I feel like, is a shock. You know, this, of course it is. What do you do after a situation like this? You know, what do you do when you've committed to someone and you see them as, you know, with you, and you're taking on their well-being as your own, and you're being yourself and focused on creating love through alignment, you know, money, all of that, and someone's not talking here? It's because they're looking at someone else that they shouldn't be, or they're desiring to be with you in that way, and that's getting in the way. See, I'm feeling this in so many ways. So it could be that he's just so fixated on his own feminine that, you know, there's this energy of, you know, not focusing in the real world and making money, right? So I felt a lot come through. I know there's many of you watching, so please remember to affirm what you know to be true, and don't allow any sort of stories that are not yours to, you know, alter the way that you're aligned to your own authentic self. Okay, I really feel this is a lesson for us as lovers. It happens so much because we're so loving. We love people, we care about people, and I really feel most of us, it's like we're unconsciously unaware because we've been wearing a mask for so long. It's like we go through this energy of distortion in order to be able to see clearly. And that's why temperance is here. Temperance is divine intervention. Temperance is what gives us the patience and the strength to be able to put up with or tolerate, or, you know, just, you know, stay focused on what we're doing, you know, to be able to have like self-discipline and see these thoughts, you know, and take responsibility for them. And then it also teaches us how powerful we are and how powerful our intuition is and what amazing leaders we really are, and how our spiritual side really comes in and, you know, helps us before we go off track. And it's like none of us want to return to, you know, a place of employment or making money in a way that feels, you know, in not in alignment with who we are, right? So our soul knows that, and it's guiding us. So we have to trust, you know, trusting the energy. And that's what this is all about. It's all a lesson. There's no right or wrong. It's just communicating, you know, really encouraging you both to communicate, to say what needs to be said. Because when we don't say what needs to be said, this is what happens. And, you know, our intuition is telling us, you know, if we would just listen to our intuition, we could just get right back on track, right? So there's the masculine feels it when there's something not said. You know, the feminine is speaking that internally in a sense, and then it goes both ways. We, you know, it's like the feminine may not be speaking, and so it just, however you want to perceive this, you know, there's an energy of complete love and admiration here, and just desire of one another, and just wanting to be free. You know, it's like, do we even need a house? Is it really worth all this? You know, stirring up like so much, right? But it's supposed to. That's the whole idea of this relationship, is to free you both to be free. Like to be free and happy and playful and loving and, you know, healed of all the past, you know, programs and conditions. And, you know, it's like, I feel like tacky versus luxury. You know, I feel like nature versus like a casino. It's like it's so obvious to you both, and yet you're both feeling a struggling here with money and finances. So just know you're supported. Like I feel that is just more so of you recognizing your own authentic selves before your souls are going to allow you to play and have fun, because you already know what amazing creators you are. You already know you can manifest anything. And that's why it's like, why aren't things going the way we want? And it's because you want, your soul's like, this is serious. This is what you want. You want this relationship, and nothing else is going to matter until you figure that out. and then and then you're going to be free to just, money will just start appearing everywhere. Okay, so that's really what I'm feeling. This is like, you are some powerful souls. You're a power couple. And who do you think is going to speak powerfully to you? Only your own soul, right? There's no other authority figure. You are your own authority figure. And we affirm this for each other, because my soul is, you know, like this to me too. It does not let me play around until I do my work and play, you know, play with the spirit, play with love, play with my kids, right? It's like I need to work too and find my own balance and harmony so that I can deliver these messages to all of you. So, You know, it's like I'm grateful to share the wisdom and the messages because I remember and I know what it feels like. It's, you know, I even feel it today in just different ways, right? So it's like this is a part of the human journey and it's a part of our integrity to remind each other and to keep each other in check. That's what we do as partners. You know, we're human. We understand that we fall down, that we make mistakes. We're not perfect. You know, we get bruised up sometimes, or we make mistakes. We don't spell things correctly, or we don't do our art just right, or we didn't satisfy someone that day, or we were mean, or whatever. It's just like we remind each other, no, you know, you're a good person, you're loving, we're going through something. We're learning, we're growing together, we're saying yes to opportunities and abundance. And as we continue aligning, it's just going to feel better and we'll feel our playful selves again. So focus on laughter, have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning into love, being your amazing selves, and allowing me this amazing opportunity to deliver these messages. I am so grateful. Thank you all for subscribing and liking and commenting and sharing my videos and joining me on social media and my Patreon. I would be honored to see you over there. And with that, all of you beautiful souls, please continue taking very good care of yourselves and each other. And I look forward to the next message that comes through. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 3. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in with me, tuning into love. So let's see, let's feel what's going on with you and your romantic other, twin flame, partner, even your own authentic heart journey. I'm just feeling a lot of love surrounding you. I'm feeling a lot of beauty, freedom feeling here. And yet there's some discovery happening here. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love, okay? So I can feel there is this beautiful acknowledgement of gratitude. It's like a recognition of, it's like you've had your memories you've been going through, or maybe memories that it's like remind you of love, what true love is, and what's truly important to you. Not taking anything for granted, being grateful to move forward, knowing that you won't ever have to feel this energy of like nothing, you know, it's like nothing's taken for granted, nothing's in vain. Everything that you've been through is now serving you moving forward in the best of ways. You know, it's like the bricks or the compost turning into pure, you know, nutrient dense, wonderful. There's so much in it. You know, it's like there's so much variety of superfoods, like nutrients, and it's all a result of you choosing to really feel. It's like you had to go through it to understand it. So I feel a lot of love around, like you've made it through, like you're like I feel like this is the universe, your soul, all of the hearts you're connected to. It's like an award, or like, you know, it's like you could put that on, it's like the courage, I don't know, it's like you are so loved, you did it, we see you, we recognize you. There is this energy of acknowledgement, of truly being grateful, truly being in gratitude, and, you know, being acknowledged as someone who is influencing or creating or co-creating like this energy of unconditional love. It's felt, you know, unconditional love. Love feels love, right? So life is very simple. I create my experiences by my thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. So how beautiful. There is a recognition of simplicity here. How simple love is, how simple it all is when we choose love. How it's, you know, it's all wisdom and experiences, and it teaches us, you know, life teaches us what's truly worth living, why life is truly worth living, and allows us to experience more, you know, more memories with those we love, more laughter, more bonding moments, more adventures with ourselves, feeling safe. You know, life is very simple. Being simplistic Not being so focused in the material world, but feeling more a part of it, right? It's like watching a sunset, just sitting on your porch, there's nothing else, maybe a field, and just feeling how pure that is, right? There's just a simplicity here of the comfort of another, not needing anything else, and being grateful that you have everything you need right in front of you, which is your people, yourself, your intimate connection, your intimate world. So, I feel like it's like if you're, I am going to feel into this a little bit more. Shine. The sun. Let's keep going. Clouds, mystical. Wow. This is a very mystical connection. I'm gonna just go slow here. The sword and the rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Wow. There's a beautiful energy here between the two of you that is so complementary. I mean, it's so complementary that it's beyond this world. It's like mystical, magical. It's like pure love essence. It's the sun and the clouds. It's almost like unseen from this world. And yet there's this energy of responsibility and acknowledgement and integrity between the masculine and feminine. Like, I feel like there's, you know, the consciousness is very clear. It's like clear words and clear nature. The sword and the rose. There's truth, and there's honoring of the life force energy that's so simple. The words that we choose to engage with are meaningless compared to what this relationship is. It's like a dream come true for both of you. It's almost like unreal. But it's not. You two are, you better keep going. I don't know, you have some stories, some beautiful like stories that truly anchor in the template or the energetic authenticness of true lovers. Like, there's so much wisdom that you both share together. Look at this mountain of strength. It's like, I'm like, are you sure that I'm supposed to deliver this message? You're like, it's like I can feel such a beautiful example here of true lovers, true relationships, like setting examples for families everywhere simply through your own energy and presence. Like, you don't even have to say anything, and yet it's like you're felt. It's like you give us all hope. You really do. There's this energy of how effortless it is, and how the strength is effortless. Like, I'm going to keep going here. Meditate. Okay. See how peaceful it all is revealed to you through your meditations, through going within, through really learning how to communicate with your own soul, your own heart. And that's the key. There's this connection to consciousness, the life force energy, your own divinity and the divinity of life, which is all inclusive. It includes everything. So you've been through a journey, and you can now share in a way that is so refined, so clear. It ignites revelations in others. It's like force here, but it's like there's no force, right? The force is the force. This is the life force. It's the elements. It's nature. It's like, it's protection and power of the highest degree, right? The infinite degree. The sun shining in the sky, and the clouds and the mountains, and the meditation. Life is very simple, right? So I just felt too that this could be for someone who has recently, experienced the passing away of a loved one, and they're speaking to you now. Like, I really feel there's a lot in this message. So please trust your intuition. And also, if there's someone that that could benefit from affirmation or, feeling this, please do share it with them. I, I, it's, why am I good enough? How have I changed from doubting my qualities to realizing how good I am? How do I feel when I feel good enough? So this relationship is really highlighting to you and reminding you of your own worth, your own value. This is a relationship that they just see you and they see that you are more than good enough. It's like there's so much affirmation here without words. And so it's a reminder to you, go into meditation if you need to. It's like there's a connection to nature and your inner self that is so pure. Okay. The sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron of magnetic service. Okay, it's like you are a magnet. There's some humor coming through. It's like you look at how pure and tranquil and mystical you are. You and this beautiful person you're connected to, it really, you feel like yourself. You feel so clear. You feel seen for your pure, true self beyond all the life that's you've experienced. This relationship, you see each other, you're both in alignment with spiritual practices, consciousness, how you want to communicate the truth, even if it's just through gardening together. Like there's this energy of poetry and romance, and yet it's so simple it doesn't even need to be spoken. It's like it just emanates. Okay, so I'm going to keep going here. Make the sacrifice, number 27. Okay, so there's an energy here. It's, it can be felt as the death energy. However, it's like something here of the, that we sacrifice and to me that means, habits, thought forms, ideas, any sort of situations or energies that we know are no longer serving us moving forward. And I feel like that's what's happening. It's like the sacrifice is not a sacrifice when it's in alignment with love. It's a strengthening of the foundation. It's like donating a bunch of clothes that you'll never wear. You're sacrificing some of your wardrobe. However, is it really a sacrifice? You're doing it in the name of love to support someone, not to judge them in pity. It's like when your soul guides you to donate clothing. For me, I think these clothes, I don't wear them anymore, and someone is, working their way through something, or they want to, maybe they could wear this and enjoy it. It's like, my intention is always to serve a supportive cause. And I feel like that's what the sacrifice is. It's like whatever you're releasing or choosing to let go of or choosing to acknowledge from the past, it's the sacrifice you chose on some soul level to be here at this time, to share in this energy of love and co-creation and truth. And, it's like embodying the simple, embodying the love, and allowing that to manifest in the physical form. I just feel a peaceful home life. I feel simplicity, nature. The time and energy is all, it's like you're experiencing life, you're in life instead of making life happen. It's appreciating you're appreciating it. There's a lot of integrity and honor here. There's a lot of solidarity, clarity that you are both being acknowledged for, embodying, creating, holding space for, being an example for us. You are a sun to us. You are the mystical clouds to us. You are strength to us, just in the way that you choose to walk your talk and allow love to be the focus, allowing the hearts of those you love. That's, it's like that's where, when we're all in our contented, healthy state, the whole world thrives. The whole world is simple. And I feel like here with the sword and the rose, there's some sort of way that you are communicating this to the world through your inner stillness and quiet and simple ways in such a profound way that it's all going to be so beautiful. So allow the guidance of whatever it is. If you are making sacrifices, or if you have in the past, know that that's all being felt and seen and acknowledged, and whatever it is, it's like returning to you in ways that it's like beyond your own wildest dreams. It's your soul really loving you, surrounding you with this magical, beautiful, inspired, quiet, peaceful, powerful energy and strength. So much strength. Oh my goodness. And it's like unseen strength. It's inner strength, going the distance. Number 47. The spirit, the source, love really wants you two together. Like, beyond anything. And you know what? This is more than just a relationship or a romance or a marriage or a partner or a friend. This is a spiritual team. This is for the greater good of humanity. This is in alignment with the growth of human consciousness and spiritual nature. So you are good enough. And this relationship really affirms that for you. It's like it reassures you, it reaffirms you, it comforts you, it inspires you to feel that for yourself, right? It inspires you to see that you are good enough and to remind yourself of that, to look and see what sacrifices you've made and what you're willing to make moving forward, staying committed to your practices. So you see how it's refining you. You see how simple it is through this connection of love. And it's like taking something that felt so overwhelming, and it's all beginning to just come into complete clarity and solidarity and honor and integrity and gratitude, and knowing what is really important moving forward. So this is just so seeds of beautiful. 5 of Wands here. Okay, 5 of Wands. The King of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the Sun, and you are irreplaceable. So there is no one like you at all. There is no one like you alive on the planet. There is no one ever created like you. You are completely authentic. It's like there's no replicas of either one of you. Either one of you are completely yourselves, or you're just feeling out of sorts. So it's like there's this agreement, to sacrifice. It's like not a sacrifice to you, however it may be considered a sacrifice to some. So there's this recognition of sacred sacrifice, or allowing and accepting the world as it is and still choosing to align with what is right for you, even if it's a little bit different or unseen, or maybe you're someone's seeing you meditate and judging. It's like the thought doesn't even enter your mind because you're going the distance. It's not felt. It's like you can acknowledge it and feel it, and yet feel the difference, right? There's this 5 of Wands energy here with the King of Swords. So integrity is really being felt and guided. You're speaking only when necessary, only when responding in truth. You're able to make very clear decisions. You're able to really see the truth, cut through it if you need to. However, you don't. It's like you're sitting here. There's patience. There's acknowledgement that you've invested wisely. And still there's this energy of someone being distracted, right? So it's like you can feel there may be other, I want to say, or feel it's like a similar type of masculine energy. However, you can feel the difference between one who's truly rooted in integrity versus one who is focused outside of themselves and looking at other people and comparing themselves, and not really, his sword's down. He's not looking at his own life. He's peering out of a window, looking at someone else's life. So I feel like there's a recognition here that, this is me, and I'm going to be who I am. And I know what I've invested my time and energy into, my foundation, how I'm growing my foundation. And even here, it's like this energy of the physical sacredness of life, and gardening, and being at ease and peace, and growing your own food, and being spiritual in your own way, which is connecting to your authentic soul, which is what, I feel we should all do, right? So this is like nothing new. It's nothing like crazy or out of the ordinary. It's like we've been we've that's been our whole mission the whole time, to receive and feel and experience this peace, this alignment with our soul purpose and our people. And so I just feel this is such beautiful affirmation and powerful, communication consciously with one another, powerful receiving through your, sixth chakra, the third eye, telepathy, insight, visions, wisdom, inner knowing, your spirit guide, your teams, meditating, really tuning into your body, feeling your body, um, allowing your body to show you different things. And it's like you're irreplaceable. There's so much wisdom within you and your partner, or your people. It's like everything. You guys there's just this beautiful connection here between the two of you. And when you share in this connection, the magic, it's simple, it's natural, it doesn't need to be spoken about. It's felt, it's experienced, it's shown, it's discovered, and you're inspiring, yourself and others. And there's just a lot of mystical things happening around you. I feel a lot of nature displays, and go the distance. Okay, this is a relationship worth going the distance for. You will face, illusions and distortions and dark things, and you will face negativity and feel negativity and feel emotions that are, maybe around you in this world, because there's no escaping the world, right? We're all in this together. There's no running away. There's no comparing ourselves. It's like really enforcing yourself. It's enforcing each other. You're your own enforcers and you're both focused on the simple life. So it's understanding and recognizing that, we're all learning and growing, and there are things that are always happening around us. People are responsible for themselves only. So by choosing to be responsible for yourself, it's not being a victim or allowing yourself to be, caught off guard or distracted. And when you just pull yourself right back into your integrity and focus on your garden. And, really, it's like he's looking at his garden. He's like, yeah, it grew, it's abundant. I'm going to try one here, take one and see what I can do, and wait for these other ones to continue growing and ripening. And it's like, there's ideas, and there's no fear of looking back. There's no fear of looking in any direction. So with great power does and shall and always become a great responsibility. And so the lessons that you've had to experience and learn are truly serving you moving forward. Know that you can move forward knowing that you're making the right decisions, that your heart and soul, your truth is truly rooted in love and connection with nature. You're feeling the energies of life around you, and it's supporting you in going the distance and releasing whatever it is that needs to be released, and trusting that the universe knows where it needs to go. It's like you just can focus on moving forward and, connecting and evolving, and knowing that you're irreplaceable. There's only one of you in the whole world. No one compares to you. No one can ever be you. You are your whole life experience. It makes who you are. And, one person, I've experienced my family members passing away, and they were the closest people to me. And to have that, the grief that we experience, not being able to call them up on the phone or feel them hug me or remind me of who I am. It's having that reminder of who we are. So when we connect with someone who sees us for who we are, it's there's no price. It's invaluable. It's priceless. It's irreplaceable, right? It's just you. And so being you, knowing that you are that person to someone. You are that person. If you were to pass away, it's like I think about that with my children. That's why I'm so motivated. It's like if they didn't have me, oh my goodness, who would remind them of the wisdom of life? Who would set them straight? It's like I think about that, and it frightens me. So that reminds me that I am good enough. Just being their mom is good enough. I don't have to be perfect at reading cards. It's just all intuitive for me, and it's a result of being a mom and a partner and a lover, and failing miserably and learning and growing, and then being successful in the resolution of things. And choosing to be successful, choosing to resolve, choosing to talk, choosing to answer questions and listen and understand. And I have 3 children, so for me it's like I see my babies no matter what. I see them as people, infinite beings, soul, sovereign. I see their soul, and that's how I see them, no matter what age they're at or how they're growing, I see the infinite soul within them, and that's equal to me. And so this person, this relationship, it provides that for both of you, and it's everything, you know. It's better than you could ever imagine, because the two of you together, you know, you create the better, you create the more than you could imagine, you create the mystical. And it's rooted truly in your own willingness to choose that for yourself. So the universe brings you together, you continue honoring your integrity, and you will hold each other, you know, you'll call each other out if you need to. However, it's like this type of relationship, because you're so in tune. So I feel like there's a little fear here of just not being accepted, or, you know, understanding your own worth or value. And maybe you're not used to someone being so enamored with you, or seeing you for who you really are. And it's like, it's just all reassuring here. Whatever sacrifices you've made or need to in the future, it's all worth it. It's all guided. It's like the relationship itself, it's just the sword and the rose. It's truth and beauty. It's love, okay? There's so much clarity here. So I just keep seeing this word simple, meditate, irreplaceable, sun. So keep it simple. And that's really going to just give you that effortless stamina. Like even this card is mystical, and it's like simple, you know, reassuring. It's just so beautiful, okay? So I love you all so much. Thank you for being you. Amazing warrior, true heart and soul, beautiful, gentle souls. It's like you went from being a warrior to now being able to enjoy the peace and tranquility that comes with clarity, and the beauty, all to yourselves. All to yourselves. You don't have to share it with anyone. You've shared enough. That's how I feel. So you are irreplaceable, and know that this relationship is going the distance, because the universe, love, is blessing you and supporting you, and, you know, inspiring you and nudging you and giving you all the power and strength to just, it's like you feel like you're running, but you're not. You don't have to. You're just being guided, okay? So, wow. Beautiful, beautiful message. Group number 3, thank you so much. Or group number 4. No, group number 3. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to tune in and deliver this message for you. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing these videos. And if you do, I feel if, you know, if there's someone out there, please do share it. I appreciate you so much. And connect with me on my social media, my Patreon. I'm so honored, and I love you all so much. Please, please, please continue taking very, very excellent, good, amazing care of your beautiful selves, your minds, your beautiful minds, hearts, souls, your irreplaceable bodies, hearts, minds, and souls, okay? And thank you for being you, and I look forward to the next message that comes through, as always, in infinite love. Peace. Hello, group number 4. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what message wants to come through for you and your significant, beautiful twin flame other, partner, romantic, intimate partner. I'm feeling a lot of youthful energy here, artistic energy, doodling hearts, doodling little flowers, you know, going out into nature and like, oh, they're so pretty. Like, I just feel this energy of love. There's a feeling of love, okay? Of course, it says criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So I was feeling this energy of youthfulness and childlike feelings, you know, doodling, doing things you did as a child, and maybe feeling a little bit self-conscious about that energy because you're an adult now. So I feel like there's a reassurance here of, you know, this is what love does. It makes us feel alive. We're happy. We notice the butterflies, and maybe our friends and family think we're acting silly because we're happy for once in our lives. So recognizing, you know, criticizing one another. It's like, don't criticize yourself for feeling the joy, for feeling light, for feeling color, for feeling youthful. Don't criticize the other for acting like a child. Like there's this energy here of like breaking through some sort of family conditioning or like jealousy, or like someone's happy so and I'm not, so there's like a healing here within your own family lineage, and loving and accepting each other as you are. And it's like when you love and accept yourself and each other, this relationship is magical, right? You're feeling the magic. Okay, so this is beautiful. I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. I am not restricted by limiting beliefs. I feel that in this reading. I feel your energy. This relationship is really allowing you both to release your own limiting beliefs in your own selves, and also healing your families together. You're choosing to be together, your harmony, your love. It's like it brings a gentleness, a gentle, comforting energy. You're healing your own inner child wounds through it, which allows you to heal your family, lineage type of wounds, inspire your own family, heal the energy in your family of love. You are this energy of love, and I feel this energy of love around your family, like the energy of your family. It's like they're so proud of you both. They're so grateful for you both for choosing to be, the love that you are, instead of turning to criticism, and choosing to be gentle and kind and work things out and talk forever instead of just walking away. Like there's this nurturing energy here, just like feeling your inner child. It's like you're hugging. There's hugging and loving, and it's okay, and we're human, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I gotta just put that out. It's like the kid energy is like, no, the artwork. The artwork, please. It's so sweet. I really feel you're both so sweet. You're so sweet. So don't worry if people think you're a little crazy for acting happy these days. I know, it's just like being mindful though too that not everyone's feeling so happy, and just recognizing where that's coming from, and knowing when to be gentle, when compassionate with them, and not acting all like it's like there's a reflection here. It's really, really interesting. So let's see, seek the truth, 7, right? So this is huge. It's expansion. You're peering through the veil. You're feeling your spiritual connection to one another. You're able to see illusions and how they're just fear-based thoughts and programs and things that it's like through our experiences, our families really did experience things. And so they don't just come from nowhere. These beliefs, these programs, they genuinely come from authentically love, protection, protecting our children. It's like my neighbor, he's 94, so he's experienced war several times. And what was, the glue was the love they had for each other, was seeing each other through it. And so there were, protection things put in place. He was a firefighter. So there's certain fears and things within our family that are very valid. And they're not valid today. Today it's different. And to hold on to things or criticize even our own family members, it's like forgiving everyone for not knowing what they knew back then, and for doing the best they knew how to do that. And there's a lot of healing here with parents and children within your own family. It's like this relationship is able to bring light to the truth, and it allows us to come out of the head and into the heart, into the body, into the beauty, to see beyond our opinions and see how they're looking in two different directions, and it's all in the mind. Whereas if you really seek the truth, it's the light, it's the love, it's the hugs, it's the art, it's the gentleness. That is who we are. So we nurture that. We encourage that. We keep feeding that, as opposed to just, seeing the other direction and, not seeing eye to eye, which is all in our head. Because if we were face to face, we would feel the beauty right away. So there's something here about being that true physical living example for your own family members through this relationship, or through other people in the world witnessing your love and how playful you are together. It's just really beautiful. There's a lot of healing here, and your own growth and understanding and wisdom, and being able to peer within your own heart, peer within your own soul, and see the light of the whole world around you. It's very interesting, very beautiful. Arrow, focus. And again, this is interesting because arrows can be seen as like a weapon, and they can also be seen as communication or messages, or practicing your focus and your aim, and more talented and skilled. So there's and see how there's so many. It just feels like this is like healing. It's like all these arrows are your family members, or the people that you're connected to, and here you are, this you're the example. You're the first ones. You're like, your arrows are focused. You're showing them how, to focus. You're showing it's almost like showing them, but you're showing yourself, and through showing yourself, you're showing them. It's just really, really beautiful. I see so much happening here, and there's a little bit of chaos around you. However, you're staying focused. Nothing is distracting you from, the love, the path that you're on, and your inspired ideas, and sharing them, and, allowing yourself to be seen. And it's just so, so wonderful. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Okay. So it's like hammer time, right? There's been some sort of energy within that felt self-sabotaging, right? Or somebody was sabotaging you. So this is a period, a time of rebuilding. This is about letting go of anything in the mind, the energy of interrogation, or repeating the same thing over and over and expecting a new result. You're instead choosing to be persistent, to continue focusing and working on it. And, it's like using your hammer to build something real versus just pounding your head on a wall or your brain against, it's like getting off a merry-go-round. You're gentle, you're kind and comforting to your inner child, to children. There's a childlike healing here going on within your own. It's like you've chosen, to focus on your healing, to focus on the truth, and it's really beginning to be felt, acknowledge your instincts. You may have lost connection with your instincts. You may have felt like a lone wolf for quite some time, out here in solitude amongst the mountains of strength, right? So you're realizing that the more focused you are in your mental realm, being able to peer through, heal your thoughts, your own programs, do your own inner child healing work on your own foundation. It's like the inspiration that you've become, the beacon, the light for your own family, your own friends, and they may not even know you, but it's like the consciousness that you share is your family, and they're all out here, I don't know. It's just like there's this, it's like you are the light, you are the beacon, you are the healed inner child. You may feel like a lone wolf, and yet your instincts, whatever was feeling disconnected in the past, the more rooted you are in your physical world, your body, just doodling, beginning to really allow your physical expression to be seen by yourself in all the ways that you're gentle. It's like your instincts are really in tune. You're really feeling them. So that's going to guide you. That's what's, allowing you to stay focused and feel the focus. You find yourself in the right place at the right time. You're alert. You can sense and feel what's out in the distance. You know that you're safe. You find yourself in a safe place at all times. You're able to dedicate time to your own rebuilding, and you're doing it together. There's this energy of doing it together, even if it feels like you're alone at times. Okay, I completely understand that feeling. That's how I feel. So freedom, Hina. So this is the journey to your ultimate freedom and your partner's freedom, being free together. We must first go through our own healing journey, and we don't have to. However, it's like the kindest thing we can do for one another, right? It's the gentlest thing we can do for one another, so that we know we're working together in unseen ways, through our consciousness, through feeling ourselves, through our instincts, through our, ability to tune in and affirm our own consciousness, our own, thoughts that we feel, or telepathy, or whatever they are. There's this energy of being able to feel versus just, the thoughts, because they can be an illusion. We pick up thoughts in the airwaves from TV, from consciousness, from other people that we're connected to and what they're around, and we may not be aware of what's happening in their reality, right? So it's like no more excuses. You're really focused on your own, holding your own hammer, hammering your own nails. It doesn't matter what anyone else is thinking. They're all out here. They've got their own inspired ideas. Who knows where they're going? It's like you're focused. You know where you're going. There's this energy of freedom, the feminine, the beauty, the sexuality, the pleasure, the idea of being able to be wherever you feel most, it's like divinely human, where you can truly enjoy and savor the luxuries of what it means to be human, to enjoy life, to be a beacon. You've put in the work. This is, we don't just go into the mental realm and try and figure out relationships because we wanted to necessarily. It's all soul purpose guided to grow and to be able to experience what we came here to experience. Because with all of us, you know, if we chose to heal our own selves and align, the world would just naturally flow with so much more ease. So we're in that taking responsibility on a collective level of doing our own healing work. And so this partner, this person that you're connected to, it's like this beautiful reflection where you're able to do the healing work privately, internally, which is honoring of your own soul, your own child self, you know, because child healing is, you know, it's, we want to feel safe, right? If we're not able to feel safe and vulnerable, it's like we avoid the healing, not because we're avoiding it, we just literally have no supportive energy or feel that way, right? So by honoring this, it's like you can feel the energetic support in your instincts. You can feel so much. How do I feel when I feel alive? Why am I alive? How have I changed from wanting to escape to being excited? So there's definitely a transformation here of feeling literally dead inside to feeling alive, maybe for the first time ever in your life, like really truly feeling and knowing, and just knowing. You don't even need to understand. It's like knowing through your own experience what it feels like to truly feel alive, to truly feel love, to truly feel in alignment with your essence, your authentic soul, right? To truly feel aligned with your own capabilities of being able to learn and create and build things, being in tune with the consciousness that teaches us how to play a piano or build a little, you know, box for your garden. You know, it's like a garden box or whatever it is you want to build. There's something here that you're working on. You could be building your own house, you know? I'm not sure. You could be doing so many things. You know, this is energetically what is surrounding you. And so it's how you're tuned into your own soul that it guides you. You know, this is a collective message. So there's, however it feels to you, it's more about the energetic template that's surrounding you, and how we choose to express it is unique to ourselves. You know, I receive gentle energy, and how I choose to express it, it looks different than from me than it does to someone else. I may be someone that gives a hug and listens, or someone else may offer, you know, to go for a walk with you. Like, I don't know. You know, someone may bring you a glass of water and pat you on the back. What is gentle to you? You know, it's about really tuning into how you feel. What allows you to feel comforted? You know, what do you feel is kind when someone's kind to you? How are they behaving? You know, it's being who you were. It's being who your inner child needed. It's being that person that you needed someone else to be, and learning what that means. And when you're that person that you needed someone else to be, your instincts, your freedom, your focus, it all connects. You feel alive because now you are truly an actual responsible, beautiful part of the co-creation. You are allowing the source to flow through you. You're listening to your inner guidance. You're online. And we came here to be free. We came here to love. We came here to express and create and enjoy life and enjoy each other. Okay. So, and I don't know what your soul purpose is necessarily, you know, that's the discovery of the journey. And through choosing love, it continues to reveal, all without needing to know, right? So, and yet we know. The more we don't need to know, the more we're shown. So we have the world here, the number 29. We have show that you care, number 42. Look at that. And it's even like this from death to life energy, right? It's like maybe this woman and dragon, it's like they're in the unseen realms, and they're connecting and realizing that they're pure love. And so we bring these visions or these, you know, insights that we feel into our physical reality, and recognize that, you know, at the core of who we are is love. And when we both choose to be gentle, we can respect each other's differences. We can still, you know, we're connecting to the heart, the soul, the energy, the personality, the kindness of just another sacred being to another. You know, there's a lot of purity here. When we show that we care, you know, the care shows us back. It's all showing up for you, okay? It's all about being gentle, recognizing your own power, but choosing to be gentle. And in that is your strength, okay? It's not the hammer. The hammer is, you know, we don't use the hammer on ourselves. We use the hammer to build something, right? Wow. And the wolf here is the lone wolf. He doesn't want to be alone necessarily, but maybe he does sometimes. And that's why his instincts are so strong. I don't know why the lone wolf is out. And is this a wolf mom who lost her cubs, her babies, or is this a lone wolf male, out looking for a woman? Is this a lone wolf who got chased out of his den because hunters came or people came and cut down the forest? Like, I don't know. Is this just a wolf out doing what wolves do and, just naturally instinctual because there's no disruption? There's so many ways that we as humans perceive. And I feel like that's a big lesson in this too, especially with this card. It's like choosing to perceive yourself as alive and the source expressing through you, your soul expressing through you, letting go of perfectionism, really, really becoming aware of your own authentic perspective, which is so fulfilling. It's so rewarding. It allows you to get out of your head. By the book, number 11. So it's by and for and through your choice, really, to align with collective consciousness, to align with this expansion of your own reality, choosing to live by the laws of love and humanity, and, knowing our place in society in terms of our families, like our role. It's our responsibility to know what it is that we're here to do. And that comes from choosing to align to our soul, right? So it's like, by the book, it doesn't necessarily mean our family's rules or our society's rules, because these rules should all be aligned with love, right? So it's like we're all on the same page. We're all moving together, and this is the number 11, twin flame gateway number. And again, it's like it's co-creation, it's collective. You are here for a greater purpose together. This relationship is truly it's healing so much of our collective, because as I heal, you heal, and then as you heal, someone else you're connected to heals, receives that consciousness through their own feelings, through their own instincts, just by being linked to one another. That's why we get in our head so much. We hear these thoughts or we feel these things that we know, like, where did that come from? Or we're worried how someone, it's like, so it's a return to our core, our light, our, where it's like, even she's looking out, at the sun or the light or whatever she's doing. It's like looking at what's right in front of you, focusing on the physical reality, seeing our world. Are we contributing to, are we looking at our world from the outside in, or are we looking from the inside out? This card feels dreary to me. It's almost like a warning to humanity. It's like, are we looking at our world as if we're not a part of it? It's like, where's the love? There's a lot of sadness here, in terms of, like, I can feel our authenticity, our love, and this is us speaking to us, saying, bring back the color, bring back the love, bring back the beauty, bring back the divinity, get out your hammers, bring back the color. We don't want, it's like our children, my children, they don't need everything to be perfect. In fact, they prefer it to be not perfect, so they can feel at ease in creating and being messy and knowing we can clean up any mess. It's okay to get dirty. That's why we have bathtubs and water and showers. And, it's like there's an energy here of restriction and perfectionism that is being healed through your choice to break free and love and be connected to your twin flame and your heart's desires and your lovers and your inspiration and seeking the truth. Okay, so keep going. Let's see what this is for the tarot. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles and the Tower. We have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So there's this energy here where it's like there's so much more to life than just our relationship. I feel like there's a realization here of, our truth being spoken. There's some hastiness here. There's some, I'm gonna get you, stay out of my way. Even the horse is like, it's like, who's doing what to who? Like, there's this conflict energy. There's some tower energy. There's some sexual energy here. There's some, like, worshiping going on. It's like you are feeling alive by each other, and yet there's just an acknowledgement here that you're gentle, you're kind. There may have been, situations in the past where even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us, okay? So I feel like this tower here, it's almost like there was a focus here on finances, on creating wealth, creating love for your foundation in terms of physical reality, getting to work. And this relationship is helping you truly hone in on that. You know, there's a lesson here in how we love each other. You know, I'm just looking at this card. I don't want to get in trouble here. But I wanted to pull these out for this reading. This, you know, include them in this energy in our lovers, you know, drama affairs and things. So there's just this energy here of, you know, worshiping or admiration, which is beautiful. But there's a woman here. It's the queen. She's the financial, you know, responsibility in terms of her family. She's always the boss lady. You know, she's handling everything. She's nurturing everything. And when I say handling there, I think that's what it is. Maybe this relationship, you know, the feminine energy is so used to handling everything, life, being a mom, taking care of the kids, guiding everyone, you know, answering questions. It's like our energy, and I relate to this, it's pulled in so many different directions. And then you have a man here that's admiring her, and it's wonderful. But she's like sitting at the desk. She's trying to, you know, it's like, what should she do? She's, you know, covering herself up a little. There's kids around. I don't know, but it's like there's an energy here of really putting into focus what is important to you, the freedom that you have, you know, feeling alive and refocusing and seeking the truth. And this is a connection that is truly rooted in love. You know, it's all wisdom, it's all life. Show that you care with one another, you know, show that you care by really discussing and talking about the important things. What's important to you? What matters to us? What allows us to feel freedom in our own worlds? You know, it's like acknowledging where we've been in our own minds, where we've encouraged and fed programs or beliefs that weren't serving the relationship, and choosing to both go by the book, choosing to be examples for one another and lead in love and kindness and compassion and nurturing, you know, expanding our consciousness more so than just, you know, building things. It's all about, you know, learning as much about that as our emotions, our behaviors, how we interact and communicate with one another, what we enjoy doing with one another. You know, even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. You know, if someone's sorry, they should show it. You know, that is unconditional love. If you're sorry, you need to show it. Otherwise, you're showing that you're not sorry. And that creates an energy of tower. You know, that creates tower. That creates the Knight of Swords, just speaking whatever, you know, anger, emotion we feel, or not being gentle, not being comforting. It's like this recognition that your instincts are always guiding you towards love, unconditional love, emotional, and guiding you to say what you need to say and to show up in physical life. Okay, so it's like, yes, we're gentle, we're moms, we're lovers, we're fathers, we you know, but there's this energy here of the child almost. It's really, it's like growing us and refining us and showing us what it really means to be a parent and a child, an adult and a lover, you know, whatever that is. So for you, the viewer watching, even though you don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. I feel like that's for you to, you know, you need to hear that from them. And also, you know, recognize that in yourself. You know, it's a reflection of yourself. Where within yourself, you know, have you not been honest or showing, if you're sorry for something, you know, to say it. And whatever way it means, it's like honoring your integrity and your truth and not allowing, you know, yourself to be surrounded by this, you know, feeling like you have to attack, or, you know, there's like nothing wants to be around this, and yet it's important to continue onwards. Sometimes we encounter these energies, and that's okay. Sometimes we experience towers together and we fall out together. It's what happens afterwards. This is a unconditionally loving relationship. Obviously there's some chemistry here. It's like, it's undeniable. You both have the same visions. You both feel the same way. You're both healing your inner child and the children of humanity, you know, by choosing to be responsible and listen to the needs of your feelings and emotions. Maybe this is what needed to happen to really recognize what this relationship is all about to begin with. It's about love. It's about earth. It's about life and spiritual journeys, and not just about, you know, our homes and our artwork and what we look like. You know, It's so much deeper than that. You know, it's integrating light and dark, yin and yang, life and death, you know, nature and human. It's everything. And that's interesting how it came out. Humans are nature. You know, so nurture nature, seek the truth, focus on being alive, going by the book of the laws of life, learning, growing your consciousness, seeing yourself in the world instead of out of it, peering out from somewhere, you know, where is this person? You know, it's like the world is out there instead of us being in the world, right? So we are in the world, and the world, it's interesting. This is very, very interesting. So feel this freedom in knowing that you are so guided, and all of this is happening to heal this and really root the foundation. I mean, stay focused, root the foundation into creating the life that you truly desire. You know, you're doing it together, and it's all about unconditional love and trust and following your inner wisdom and guidance, and, you know, knowing that you are connected to the infinite source just as much as they are. Everyone is. And through our self-initiated choice to tune in and connect to our own infinite supply, it then connects us to everyone and everything that we're meant to co-create with in life through, you know, our feelings, through our choices and desires. It's up to us to say yes or no, or to speak our truth or not. So if we're really feeling sorry for how things went between us, we need to acknowledge that and honor our feelings and express our feelings so that we honor those feelings. If we're not honoring our feelings, then we're putting out a signal that we don't deserve to be honored. So this is healthy for both of you. This is empowering for both of you, because you both ultimately want to feel that way. You know, gentle, comforting, and there's definitely a lot of just reassurance here. You know, showing that you care. The universe is showing you that it cares. The world is showing you that it cares. It's showing you, and through this process, you are able to show the world. You know, by choosing to continue healing, seeking, rebuilding, you know, persistent, working on it, being, you know, your instincts, everything is supporting you. You are supported, and criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So, what a beautiful example that you are or are becoming or on your way to be, you know, healing this energy that most people just want to criticize, right? So congratulations, and thank you for being you, and thank you for, you know, being you for our children, our youth, our humanity, our future, right? It's so wonderful. I can feel like how my kids, you know, enjoy seeing this. They enjoy, you know, me expressing to other adults how they feel, and that feels really good in my heart in a way that's, you know, not separated. It's like we're family, we're all integrated, we're able to, you know, speak. I'm great at communicating, so it makes sense for me, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be able to offer this to whoever is meant to receive the message, you know, because this is that energy of self-growth, and we're only here because we choose to be, right? So thank you for choosing to grow and love and become all that you were always meant to be, and thank you for inspiring me all so much to continue on. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing these videos. I truly hope they affirmed what you already know to be true. And please do connect with me on my social media and my Patreon. Those links are in the description. And I just look forward to the next message that comes through. And thank you all for being you. Please continue staying true to you and taking extra, very good care of you and yours. And I will see you all again very soon for the next pick a card. Sending all my infinite love as always. Peace.